We left off on the Panda journey in Portugal, getting ready to make our way through Gibraltar, aka Orca Alley, and into the Med. Although we want to show you all of our adventures from the Med, we plan on releasing the rest of the Panda journey in some throwback episodes, so now would be a good time to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when they drop. For now, we will keep this part of the journey brief so we can stay relevant and up to date with our current venture. And everyone loves montage, so let's begin with that little Med montage.
Finally setting my sights on Gibraltar Rock. This is so exciting. Goodbye, Atlantic Ocean. And I get to see Africa, another continent I've never seen before, like right over there. Beautiful mountainside. I'm in awe. This is the coolest experience. I didn't think it'd be so narrow. And I'm pleasantly surprised because I'm happy I could see both continents at the same time. So cool. Oh my god. But it's been finicky with the wind, where it like dies, comes back, and...
Well, it sure feels really special to be in the Mediterranean Sea now. Exhausting doing all these sail changes today.
Yeah.
Well, yet again, the wind has died.
And now we have 20 knots.
Boom, 20 knots.
I think there's a storm on the horizon.
Here comes the wind shift.
I don't know what to think of it. This place is nuts.
And we just noticed the deck of the boat has this red dirt all over it. It's like stuck to everything that's been windward of us for, I don't know, the last day maybe. An anchorage so we can see our anchor.
Formentera. We made it.
Spain. Okay, so this is crazy. The middle of the ocean, there's a big underwater mountain and it comes to the surface and it's not charted.
The life in the Med, I guess.
And notice this boat was like super close to us. And they were slowly dragging anchor kind of past us. I have no clue how this happened, but as you can see, there's their anchor on our snubber line. There it is. Wow, like that front hit so fast, the anchorage had like no time to react.
Every time I touched the forestay or our lifelines, I was getting shocked.
Oh my gosh, this boat was so close to hitting us. I thought we were gonna spear them with our bow. Like we just came out of the cockpit and they were just sideways right on us, but somehow missed. I don't know how that happened.
Tacking up into nearly 30 knots of wind.
Crazy amount of wind coming down from the mountain. Wow. A little sketchy because we're just like close to rocks and whatnot. Yeah. It's hot. It is reaching like 30 C now. America's here!
We're so excited. Our friends Sonder are finally here.
Oh! I freaking love this.
We went from having so much wind when we left our anchorage that we needed to put the inner forestay in, and now we like don't even have enough wind to go downwind. It's a pretty rough sea state. It's been a blast.
just like the last time. It's becoming very predictable now. The way the wind shift happens and you read the sea state, and you're like, I know it's coming. Oh, hot damn, that wind and wave came up super fast.
We collected a lot of miles and memories in the Mediterranean. And coming up, you're about to see the most difficult one on our journey yet.
It is lift day. We are getting Panda out of the water for survey. This always makes me really nervous. Boats are not supposed to be in the air. How are you feeling?
Ooh, always nervous when you pull a boat out of the water. Boats are supposed to be in the water. But I'm also excited too, just to, one more step through the selling process, pull the boat, get it inspected. Plus her bottom will get cleaned, which is nice, get it all pressure washed. So yeah, this crane setup's a little different than what we've done before, so I'll be curious to see how they set it up. But they've launched much bigger and more awkward boats here in the yard, so I'm pretty confident in their skill set.
I'm sure many of you were a bit confused and maybe even disappointed when you found out we were selling our beloved Panda boat. But it was time for a change. To tell you the truth, sailing and traveling throughout the pandemic had taken its toll on us. Off the camera, we became restless with our lives. Everyone said, "You're living the dream," but was this it? The pandemic may have changed our travels, how far and where we went. But we fell in love with the sailing. The more miles, the better. We felt more at peace out on the ocean and enjoyed the challenge of passage making. The temporary high of landfall and exploring a new place wouldn't last long enough, and we would feel lost again. So we continued to make cruising plans and sailing goals, the ambition to prove something always driving us onward. We didn't want to be just another sailing YouTube channel. We wanted to share the experience with people in real life instead of just through a lens. So when offered the opportunity to start something new that resonated with our feelings, we couldn't pass it up.
It's raining.
It's raining.
And you know what happens when we look at boats when it's raining? We buy them. Let's see, I need to turn right.
I think Darren needs to concentrate on driving. So we're in south of France and we're going to go look at a boat. Alright, where are we at?
We are looking at a Neil 45 trimaran. And we're here up on the top deck of this thing. It is really cool to be on board one. We've been looking at photos and videos and whatnot for a while, but to actually see one in person, this is really neat. It's much cooler actually in person than I expected. What's your impression?
I haven't gone inside, just the outside. So impressive. The hulls are super sleek and thin. You could tell this really moves through the water well.
Really neat boat. A lot of neat features. It's kind of a different layout than most multi-hulls you'd be on. But I like the build. The build's really nice. They kept it light, so it's still fast.
Yep.
I like that. Electric motor. Like there's a lot of room to
So
work on
much
there.
room.
This is Darren. Hello. I'm on. I said I was on dock India. Ah, okay. Okay, see you in a second. No problem. Bye bye.
This is it. That's all the stuff we own that we're taking with us. And we're leaving Panda. It's really hard, but she's gonna go on a new adventure and bring new owners lots of joy. She is a great vessel to us and we love her.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray.
What are you doing?
We're gonna go survey a boat.
Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
After the long process of buying our new spaceship, we did a few upgrades before we left France. But I'm not going to get into the details here. We will leave those fun times in the boatyard for another video.
But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
Panda took us on an amazing journey, exploring above and below the water, to places we never dreamed of visiting, and helped us find our passion for sailing. Now on Pandaroso, like us and the boat, the journey has evolved, and we want to share the experience with you. Join us for your next sailing adventure. Find out how on our website, outer-passage.com.
Okay, we've done the renaming ceremony. How's it feel?
Feels really good. This is the proper name for our boat. She'll treat us well, and hopefully Poseidon will too.
Yeah.
And all
Cheers.
the great gods.
Now let's do some ocean sailing.
Stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts
Cheers,
to
hon.
watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
Oh my gosh.
This is incredible!
A really good shakedown cruise for a boat is sending it out in like 35, 40 knots of wind.
Things got spicy really quickly.
And stay tuned for more content from our new trimaran as we set sail across the Atlantic and begin our first season along the east coast of the United States and onto the Caribbean.